In the intricate tapestry of Port Charles, truth rarely walks unmasked, and this week on General Hospital, the tangled web of loyalty, deception, and long-buried secrets begins to unravel. Under the shadowy influence of powerful players and with shifting alliances at every turn, each character seems to be hurtling toward their own reckoning. None more so than Jocelyn, Michael, Willow, and Curtis. Their lives, tethered to the past yet pulled by present betrayals, form the heartbeat of a week that could change everything. Jocelyn Jacks, long known for her fierce independence, has begun to suspect that her agency may be an illusion. Her involvement with Bond has taken a darker turn, and an unsettling realization creeps into her mind that she's no longer in control of her own actions. Somewhere between her fierce idealism and her need to prove herself, Jocelyn finds herself caught in a game much larger than she expected. Bond, the enigmatic force pulling strings behind the scenes, seems less like an ally and more like a handler, and Jocelyn's fear is mounting that the mission she thought she was leading has, in fact, been using her all along. What makes this even more precarious is the larger objective: access to the groundbreaking, highly classified biotechnology research that Dalton developed during his time with the WSB. Technology with the power to rewrite not just warfare but medicine, identity, and memory. Jocelyn may not yet know the full extent of what she's carrying, but the walls are closing in, and the players around her, including Emma, are paying close attention. Emma Scorpio Drake, who has been steadily regaining her confidence and strength, finally finds herself in a position of advantage. No longer the quiet observer in the corner, Emma steps into the light with clarity and a growing sense of purpose. Her connection to Jocelyn deepens, both emotionally and strategically, and Emma's loyalty may be the one unshakable bond Jocelyn has left. Their alliance could become a defining force in the unraveling drama, as Emma proves herself to be not only emotionally intelligent but also capable of navigating the darker waters that now swirl around them. Meanwhile, Michael Corinthos is staring down a decision that could determine the future not just of his own life, but of everyone in his orbit. He receives a cryptic offer from Curtis Ashford, one that appears to carry more than just political or business implications. Curtis has been playing a long game in the shadows, and his proposition hints at a cold calculation that could finally spell the end for Drew Kane. Whether it's a metaphorical assassination, destroying Drew's reputation and legacy, or something even darker, Michael is left with a choice that weighs justice against vengeance. Drew, increasingly isolated and paranoid, has made more enemies than allies in recent months, and it's possible the murder mystery so many have speculated about may be less fantasy and more inevitability. Sasha Gilmore, meanwhile, finds herself torn in the quiet storm of motherhood and public scrutiny. Her connection with Michael has always been fragile, and now it teeters under the pressure of fame, co-parenting expectations, and Michael's increasingly erratic behavior. Though many assume her anxiety centers around the baby, the deeper truth is more complex. Sasha fears being dragged into Michael's orbit just as he begins to flirt with destruction, and she's not sure if she can trust him with her child or with her future. Her concerns only deepen as she witnesses the growing rift between Michael and Willow and the choices Michael appears ready to make to get what he wants.
Willow,
still reeling from recent betrayals and facing the threat of losing custody of her child, is at a crossroads. The courtroom looms ahead like a battlefield, and she knows that one misstep could cost her everything. Torn between her lingering hope for Drew's redemption and the undeniable need to reclaim her life and her child, Willow faces a decision that may shatter what remains of her marriage. Her breakdown in court is more than just emotional. It's the manifestation of years of repressed pain, denial, and fear. When the facade finally cracks, it threatens to take down not just Willow's world, but everyone tied to it. As Willow contemplates cutting ties, Curtis has already made his move. His rejection of Portia Robinson isn't done in anger but in resignation. He still cares enough to protect her, still shields her from the legal consequences of her actions, but the trust that once bound them is gone. Portia's long pattern of secret-keeping has finally caught up with her, and Curtis has decided that love isn't enough without truth. Their marriage, once a symbol of redemption and second chances, now lies on the brink of collapse. Amid the emotional wreckage, Curtis turns his attention toward another complicated figure from his past, Jordan Ashford. Their upcoming meeting is set against a backdrop of high stakes and unresolved history. While the conversation is expected to touch on Drew and Portia, there's also an underlying tension between Jordan and Curtis that suggests unfinished business, both personal and professional. The lines between loyalty and betrayal blur once more as old connections resurface with new consequences. Elsewhere, Trina and Kai receive life-altering news. Whether it's a medical breakthrough or a personal revelation, their relationship, too, is tested by what's to come. Kai's struggle with recovery, paired with Trina's fears and insecurities, has strained them nearly to breaking point. But this week's announcement, possibly linked to Kai's return to football or Trina's secret doubts, could reshape their path together. Will it be a step forward or the final wedge that drives them apart? And then there's Elizabeth Weber, who's been holding on to a truth that no one expects. As whispers about Christina Corinthos Davis grow louder, Liz finds herself unable to stay silent. Whether she confesses to witnessing Christina tampering with Rick Lansing's vehicle or brings the information to someone who shouldn't have it, her reveal could spark a legal and emotional earthquake. Rick, whose past is littered with both enemies and questionable decisions, may finally be forced to reckon with a betrayal from the last person he expected. Through all this, Sasha and Michael sit down for a conversation that strips away pretense and illusion. Their discussion, raw and sincere, highlights what could have been, and what still might be if trust can be rebuilt. But as the chaos around them intensifies, even a heartfelt exchange may not be enough to hold their connection together. In Port Charles, the truth is never simple. Every revelation births a new secret. Every decision creates a ripple that can't be undone. And as the storm brews on every front, from Jocelyn's espionage fears, to Michael's moral decline, to Willow's emotional unraveling, the only certainty is that nothing will remain the same. With alliances shifting, marriages shattering, and justice twisted into a weapon, the next chapter promises not salvation, but reckoning. And when it comes, few will be spared.